Hi guys, it's Miss Tisdell, and you know what time it is. I'm back again with a new lesson. Alright, I'm back again with a new lesson for this week. I'm so excited. I hope everybody had an awesome long weekend. I got outside and enjoyed that beautiful sunshine. It felt so good. But now, rise and shine. It's learning time. Alright, so this week's lesson is going to be still focusing on close reading, okay? So using your close reading strategies. So let me review again why we use close reading and what it is. So it's reading a text multiple times to really understand it. What do close readers do? They annotate the text. They read with a purpose. They read the text at least 3 times. They talk about the text. They learn new vocabulary. They summarize to answer questions. And they gather evidence and use that evidence. All right? So your learning goal today is this. It's a little long, but here it is. You will use your close reading strategies to jot the gist, identify unknown words, and identify the main idea of the passage and highlight key details. You will also use your close reading strategies to identify the ways in which the author proves a point with evidence and reasons. Okay? So, here is an anchor chart to explain authors giving reasons, okay? So authors give reasons to support their points. The author's point is the point or claim that the author is trying to prove to the reader, okay? So they support their point with evidence or reasons. The author's point, reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. So you are going to be identifying the reasons, okay? I am going to give you the author's point, and you are going to find 3 reasons that support that point in the passage using your close reading strategies. Okay, so this is what your passage and graphic organizer looks like. So you're going to find this. I'm going to link it into HBS at home, and I'm also going to share it to your emails, okay? So you will get this. And once you get it, make sure to go to File, make a copy, okay, and write your name on the top of it, all right? And then you're going to share it with me when you're finished. All right, so this is the passage. There's a glossary. There's a glossary at the top to also help you if you're getting stuck with unknown words. But I want you to try first to find the 2 unknown words that you don't know using context clues, okay? But if you're getting stuck, there's some help for you. All right, so that's that, okay? And this is also what it looks like. I am going to read the passage for you and the directions, all right? And then it's going to be your turn to do your work. All right, so I'm going to start the directions. You're going to close read the passage below. Under the text is a graphic organizer where you will identify the biggest point, which is the gist of each paragraph, as well as unknown words, and you will identify their meaning using context clues. You will also identify the main idea of the passage and highlight key details. Remember, we practice these close reading strategies to help us gain a deeper understanding of a text. So you dig deeper into the text. When you're done with your close read, you will be identifying the ways in which the author proves a point with evidence and reasons. All right, so I am going to the glossary here. So tradition, custom, practice, and plague are 4 words, okay, in the glossary for you. Now I'm going to read the passage, okay? Traditions, bridging past, present, and future. If a person sneezes, a common reply is "bless you." At graduation ceremonies, the tune titled "Pomp and Circumstance" is often played. It was played at my graduation. On New Year's Eve, people from all over the world gather in New York City's Times Square to watch a big ball drop slowly down a pole in a countdown to the new year. Large and colorfully decorated hats are a common sight at the Kentucky Derby. Each of these is a tradition. Traditions are statements, beliefs, actions, or customs that are handed down from one generation to the next. They are often passed down orally through storytelling or by example. The word tradition comes from a Latin word that means to hand over, hand down, or to transfer. The meaning of the word has grown to mean what it does today. Some traditions come from customs that are several thousand years old, while others are more recent. Traditions help make up the culture of a place or community. They are part of many of the things we do at specific events or times of the year. Traditions can develop from things that were done a certain way a long time ago. Sometimes traditions change over time. For example, when a person sneezes, often someone nearby will reply, "Bless you." It does not matter whether that person knows the person or who sneezed. We know today that sneezing has a variety of causes, such as a cold, allergies, or strong odors. The tradition of wishing someone well after a sneeze started as far back as ancient times. If someone sneezed, the person might be wished good health. In fact, in the Spanish language, the word salud means health and is often said when someone sneezes. My mom used to say Gesundheit when I would sneeze, and that's a German word because I am part German. The practice grew into a blessing in the 6th century during the plague, a time when a serious illness swept through the land. An important religious leader called for unending prayers, hoping that the community's prayers would stop the plague from spreading. As a sneeze was believed to be a sign of the plague, saying "bless you" after a sneeze was believed to keep the person safe from catching the feared illness. Traditions can be practiced during special events. When students graduate, it is traditional for them to walk across the stage to receive their diplomas with the musical tune called "Pomp and Circumstance" playing in the background. The tune is called a march because it was intended to be played while one or more people walk slowly down a walkway. Pomp and Circumstance was written in 1901 by Sir Edward Elgar and was used for the crowning of a new king. In 1905, Sir Elgar was honored by Yale University during graduation, and his march was played after he received his award. This was the start of the tradition to play the tune during graduation ceremonies. Some traditions are locally important, though they may be known around the world. In 1907, for example, the first New Year's ball was lowered at exactly midnight in Times Square in New York City to mark the start of the new year. That ball was made from iron and wood. This tradition of lowering the ball is now known around the world. So millions of people watch the ball drop on television every year. The ball has changed over time and is now made from brilliant crystal and is lit from the inside with colorful lights. There's a picture of it right there. The Kentucky Derby is a popular event with many traditions. One Derby tradition is the wearing of hats. It is thought that the tradition comes from early years of the Derby, when it was organized as a social gathering. Women were encouraged to dress in the latest styles. Hats were an important part of women's fashion in the 1870s. So the tradition of wearing hats to the Kentucky Derby continues to this day. In the 1960s, Derby hats began to take on unique colors and styles, with tall feathers, with wild ribbons, and even little horses racing around the hat. Today, wearing a hat to the Kentucky Derby is believed to bring good luck to the wearer. The hats have also become part of the Derby's fame. Even people who know very little about the Kentucky Derby seem to know that fancy hats are worn by many women who go to the Derby. So there's a picture right there of some women wearing the fancy hats that you would see at the Kentucky Derby. Traditions are an important part of any culture. They can make everyday experiences more meaningful and help those who take part in them to celebrate together, while some traditions fade away over time. Over time, most continue to grow and change as they are passed on to many new generations, connecting the past and the future. All right, so your step one, okay, is each paragraph you are going to use your close reading strategies to jot the gist of each paragraph in the organizer and identify unknown words in the text and identify their meaning using context clues. All right, so you're going to, for each paragraph, write the biggest point, right? So you'll go back into the text. So paragraph 1. Okay, paragraph 1. That's right. It's numbered. Each of these is a tradition. Traditions are statements, beliefs, actions, or customs that are handed down from one generation to the next. They are often passed down orally through storytelling or by example. The word tradition comes from a Latin word that means to hand over, hand down, or to transfer. The meaning of the word has grown to mean what it does today. So you are going to write the gist of paragraph 1. What's the gist? What are they saying? All right. So what's the biggest point in that paragraph? And then you're going to do that for all of the paragraphs. So that's step 1. And then you will identify 2 words you don't know, what you think they mean using context clues. Then, okay, step 2. You're going to identify the main idea of the passage. So the main idea of this passage is what? What's the main idea? Okay, and then step 3, you're going to underline or highlight 3 key details that support the main idea in the passage. All right. And then your last step is you are going to, I'm just moving this over for a minute. Okay, so one of the author's points is that that traditions play an important role in many cultures throughout the world. So that is one of the points that the author has made. You are going to find 3 reasons in the text. Okay, so what are the 3 reasons the author provides that prove this point? All right, so the point that he made is, or she, one of the author's points is that traditions play an important role in many cultures throughout the world. You are going to find 3 reasons, okay, the author provides that prove this point. All right, so that is your lesson for the week. I'm also going to be doing a writing lesson that I will actually post because there was a holiday. I'm going to post that on Thursday, okay? So today is Tuesday. I'm going to post this on HBS at Home, and then on Thursday, your writing, which is going to be part 2, will be posted on Thursday, and you are going to be writing about a tradition that you celebrate in with your families. Like, what is a tradition that you have? All right, so that will be part 2. So this is part 1, and then part 2 will be posted on Thursday. Good luck. If you have any questions, need any help, always reach out. I'm here for you. You guys got this. Good luck. Tisdell out.